How y'all, old Big Country here, Big Country Survival. Got a couple of knives in this. Well, they're the same knife. They are bait knives from Walmart. They had them in a bucket at the gun counter. There, I was walking by, I saw them, like $4 or $5 knife. It's called a bait knife. It's made by a company, Mustad, or Mustad, I don't know how to pronounce it. Has a plastic sheath. I got one. The plan was I get one, I'm going to try it out. I got it a couple days back, and I wore it 2 days. But the plan was to have one to try out, and then one is going to go in to my like one of my kits for family members, prepared people. And see, this came with a plastic thingamajig, a belt clip. 2 days in, trying to wear this around and work, and I was wearing it wrong apparently, and I snapped it off. So I'm going to see if I can figure something out about that. If I can put something on there and make it till I can put it back on my belt. And I'm going to try and come up with a way to wear this until I do the other. Try and make a way that I can do this, wear this one. Boom. Cut zip tie. Alright, so pass the first test. But I'm planning on trying to figure out a way I can wear this and I'm not going to break it. And I thought about, modifications and stuff. I'm like, it's a $5 knife. Because I thought about like drilling holes and riveting a piece of steel banding here. I'm like, it's a $5 knife. So I would do it if that was all I could afford and all I had. But the fact of the matter is, I just wanted a cheap knife that I could beat up. And if it would work, great. If it won't work, I'm out $5. And like I said, one of these is going to go into an unprepared kit. And this is not a review. I guess it already is a review of this plastic is cheap. I guess that's your review first now. I'm not a big fan of reviews in the sense of people just going and buying something and it's like, oh yeah, this, that, and purposefully breaking it and torture testing it, as they call it. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not going to give you a review until maybe a month or so down the road, after I've worn it around, used it, and then I'll tell you all about how I think about this. For now, I think about it, it's a cheap knife. At the very least, this is something I can put in my car door, and I've got a knife here handy. I could throw this in a pack, in a hunting pack, a fishing, throw this thing in your tackle box, whatever. And which is probably what this is made for, really. It's probably something you can put in your tackle box and you've got a fish skinning knife. But we're going to see what it does. I will say this, they're both pretty sharp out of the box. I mean, they're both very sharp. So that is, if that's what you're after. I really don't care if it's sharp out of the box or not. I care how long it stays sharp. Because I can sharpen anything. I can sharpen any knife you got. I've got the tools to do it. You know, if it needs more than an Ozark stone can do, I have sandpaper and a bench sander. If it needs more than that, I've got a bench grinder. You know, I'm not worried about how sharp a knife is out of the box, because I can sharpen it, and you should be able to as well, at least to the point of a sharpening stone. You know, you should be able to do that. So I'm not a big, like, oh yes, this knife is sharp out of the box. Great. I don't care. Like, that doesn't tell you how long it's going to stay sharp. It just says that whoever held it up next to the sandpaper at the factory knew what they were doing. I mean, that's all that tells me. But anyway, there's my little impulse buy, and I mean, very least, it's a $5 knife, and this would be good, I think, for the unprepared kits that I've done. So I'm going to be doing more on that. I have recently gotten Wish, and if all goes according to plan, it looks like it'll be a good place for cheap bags that are not, ridiculously crap. Like, just so super thin, cheap material. And from the looks of it, you'll be alright there. But we will see whenever my order comes in. But anyway, until next time, Big Country with Big Country Survival, I am signing out, and God bless.